Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today's the day. Albania versus Serbia. As we all know, this match probably should be banned, but it's not. Oh, I'll turn that down. Good to know it's working. Anyway, I've got a special guest here with me today. The most Albanian person I know. I'm just kidding. It's Marco, my cousin. I'll be repping Serbia today. He's, just for the festivities, he's got on the Albanian kit. And this match, I have no idea what's going to happen. Hopefully, it just finishes, at least, within 90 minutes. That's what matters, obviously. If there's any, delay, corruption, hopefully we don't have to stay too long with any delays, because if there is, then maybe we won't be able to finish the stream in time. But, yeah, lots on the line for both these teams. They're both going to be seeking a playoff position, because it looks like England's got it. Even though they drew with Andorra today 1-0, I was really surprised about that. But let me know your predictions in the chat. Let me turn on this. It's distracting me like crazy.
You think we're going a full 90 minutes?
I think we're going to full 90 minutes. I think I saw Albania. They kind of had this match organized where they weren't allowing many ultras, and they had a whole ticket application. I applied for tickets for this actually, and I didn't hear back from the FA, so I just decided to book a flight home instead. What are your predictions though, Marco?
What, you didn't get tickets because you're too much of an ultra, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. I'm thinking... I feel like 2-1 feels right.
2-1 for who?
Albania. I know Serbia's probably got the better team on paper, but I think this is going to be a good one, and I think they're going to be going back and forth quite a bit, so I'm excited to see how things go.
Looks like most people agree with you. 70% of the chat has voted for Albania in the score predictions. 70%.
I'm not that confident.
Yeah, I think this one is way more 50-50. I was expecting a 60-40 percentage there, max. I think Serbia definitely have a shout to win this game, but at the same time, like I mentioned in my videos, sometimes they let the emotions get the best of them. That's why I'm worried about them. As we saw against Switzerland in the World Cup 2 times, actually, so I'm not too sure how this one's going to go. I said in my video it's going to be a 1-1 draw, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. But if either of these teams win today, it would be a huge detriment to their World Cup dreams. Because like I said, I think it's going to be between these two sides to get that playoff spot. So we'll see if they can pull off a result in Tirana. I think the last time this match happened in Tirana, or in Albania in general, I can't remember if it was played at the capital, Serbia were able to win. But they didn't qualify for the Euros that year. Albania did.
It's going to be a tough environment for them.
Yes. Guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. It helps the stream out a lot. Let's try to get 100 likes before the match begins. And let's also take a quick look at the lineup. So, I believe these are, confirmed lineups. Broja's in. That's, well, he should have been Albania's main striker, but he's had a few weird dips lately. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, Marco isn't the most football knowledge guy. He has some ball knowledge, but not the most extreme. He's not going to know every single player in and out. But
I know a bit of ball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I watch a whole lot of Serbia or Albania games these days.
He's here for the vibes. I mean, most people want to know what happens in this match, whether or not they watch football or not. But obviously, Serbia, that striker partnership of Vlahovic and Mitrovic, that is deadly. Definitely can cause problems in Tirana. It's up to the Albanian defense, though. Gimisti is very solid in the back line. Ajeti as well. Hisai definitely not at his prime, but still can impose problems. Mitai, I think, is definitely the more informed fullback. And Strakosha in goal. I've seen people are saying mixed things about him these days. Definitely has kind of lowered on the hype, but definitely still can cause problems for the two strikers. And as we know, Serbia have so many goalkeepers to choose from. They went with Petrovic this time. 3 in the back. Pavlovic, Milenkovic definitely could be a wall in this match. He's been incredible for Nottingham Forest this season. No Milenkovic-Savic, unfortunately. He still has... Did he go to the squad this time? I didn't even check. Nope. He's not here. Yeah, he's still not here. I guess he's still scarred a bit from the Euro performances. That's why he hasn't been in the squad lately. But what do you guys think in the chat? Let me know your predictions. I'm seeing 2-2 draw. Brace for impact, of course. Latvia will beat both. That's a
That's a
I
take.
mean, you know what? Latvia honestly pulls off some upsets, but I don't see it this. Maybe they could throw off one of these sides, but not both times, I think. And sorry, we're not going to actually show the match itself because yeah, I don't want this channel to be copyrighted and taken down. I really hope Serbia wins. We need those 3 points to get that playoff spot. Absolutely. I honestly, at least some people know that it's going to be too tough to get that first place spot. I mean, who knows? Serbia did it last time, to be fair, against Portugal. They took the first place spot. Portugal went to the playoffs and did it there. But I still think England will do it at the end. I mean, even if Tuchel's only beating Andorra 1-0, he's still testing out a few things. He's definitely going to be more cautious against a side like Serbia.
I mean, England's got a good team, but they also have a tendency to not perform to where they should be on a regular basis.
100%.
Like, so.
100%, but that's like once it's the tournament itself. Usually in the qualifiers, they do all right. Except for, which year was it? 2008, when Croatia didn't allow them to qualify for the Euros. That was interesting. But, yeah, I think this England are definitely going to dominate this group, but we'll see. It really depends because Serbia, like I said, they have such a great squad on paper, man. But they're just not gelling together right now in their pixie. I know they just beat Austria in the Nations League, but still, sometimes when it matters, this side just still let down too much. Knocked down the group stage of the World Cup and Euros. Serbia with a side like that should expect better. I think we'll say it like this. 2-1 for Serbia. Taking into account Serbia is ranked well above Albania. I mean, yeah, when it comes to the squad on paper, the FIFA rankings, of course. But, again, Serbia are the away side. I don't know how hostile of an atmosphere this will be because, like I said, Albania kind of did some kind of job of not allowing too many ultras in this match with the whole ticket application. I think like 1.2 million people applied for tickets from what I saw from one of the comments. Yeah. So, very high in demand match.
I think we're probably definitely going to see it go full distance then. No ultras allowed.
Who knows, though? I mean, last time the drone guy wasn't at the stadium itself, so. But I don't think we'll be seeing too many extravagant stuff like that. We'll see, though. All right, let me pull up the match itself since it's starting in only 3 minutes. Let's go! One sec, let me turn up the volume.
Battery 100%.
Did I turn it off here?
We won't be showing the game on the stream.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do that. Okay, yeah, let's not make it too loud. Albania! Oh, Raul Kari, thank you for the donation. Albanian booed Serbian anthem. Yeah, that's already
To be expected. At
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, if that's the most that's gonna happen, then I guess at least we'll see this end within 90 minutes. Hopefully, at least the match is kicking off. The players already on the field. No delays in terms of that with fans or anything. Obviously, it's gonna be an entire Albanian crowd. But thank you so much, Raul, for the donation. Oh, sorry. Let me pull this up because the score is not here. Okay, there we go. Oh, one sec. All right. Yes, we will show the scoreline, of course. That was the goal.
How many yellow cards we think we go in all game?
Yellow cards. Chat, drop your predictions on the yellow cards. I'm going to go for going to go for 10.
Sheesh.
10 yellow cards at least. We'll see. I see at least just like one fight breaking out. Loads of yellow cards handed, probably like towards the end of the match, and that's it.
Somebody said 12 yellows, 4 reds. I don't know. I think they'll hold it together a little bit more than that. I think we're going, at least 8 yellows for sure. Probably no reds. But who knows? Maybe these guys will get emotional. We'll see how it goes.
Oh boy. Oh, let's turn that down. We got in Spanish. But it's okay. We got the emotions.
Yeah, that's what matters. Spanish announcers are always more exciting to listen to anyways.
Oh, yeah. Also, let's talk about some of the other results. Yeah, I already made a video about Italy. They got destroyed by Norway 3-0, which was crazy. I honestly think they might not qualify for the World Cup. I know it's very reactionary, but if Italy go to the playoffs once again, we know their destiny from there based off the past 2 World Cup qualifier campaigns. They lost to Sweden and North Macedonia there. And Macedonia themselves just drew with Belgium. And honestly, they should have beat Belgium. They had a lot of good opportunities that match. I think one of their goals was deemed off to be offsides from my memory. Yeah, I was really surprised about the result. Bravo to Macedonia. Their undefeated streak continues. And that's the toughest opponent in their group. They might just pull off another upset against them. We'll see. I'm sure they'll be a bit devastated they couldn't complete the 3 points, but they should still be proud that they did not lose to Belgium.
Yeah, no kidding. That's huge.
Shout out to Macedonia. Can you show the stream? No. How to watch live? It depends which country you're in, but we've got a stream through Amazon. We've got Banana Bong saying 13 yellow cards and 3 red cards. Mark my words. I could see at least 1 red card in this. Surely. We'll see, though.
I think we're going to at least get 70, 80 minutes before we start seeing it. This match matters too much for them to start cutting loose, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I think it will start, like, heating up towards the end. Early on, it will be, like, kind of a clean game. And later on is when the emotions might come out, depending on the scoreline, obviously.
Yeah. If it's one team takes a early lead, then people are going to start losing it real quickly.
Yeah. I could see it being calm for a bit, though. Maybe even, like, the first half finishing 0-0.
Yeah, the only chance people really start losing it is when it's like, if it goes like, 3-0 in the first half or something, then we're going to start seeing some reds, no question about it. Would also be just as entertaining, I think.
Oh, yeah. Let me turn this down a bit more. So, match is kicked off. Sorry, guys, if there's a delay, by the way. Ooh, what was that?
That was
horrible shot from Albania, if that even was one.
It was charity for the fans in the front row. He's trying to make sure they got their money's worth.
Oh
Free
my
ball
gosh.
out of it.
Guys, sorry I cannot show the game. I know a lot of you want me to, and I wish I could, but my channel will be taken down within 30 seconds if I show you guys any clips. Oh yeah, also, San Marino only lost to Bosnia 1-0 today, which is wild that Bosnia nearly blew that. Dzeko coming in and sealing the deal. Bosnia still have a good lead in the World Cup qualifiers, but damn, that was close for them, especially being the home side. I believe there's a few other matches going on at the same time, so chat, if something happens, let us know, because our focus is fully on Albania, Serbia. During halftime, maybe we'll go over everything else. Ghana Ball says, I just want to watch the fights more than the actual game. Yeah, I feel like people are going to be like slightly disappointed if this match is totally clean. Just based on all the anticipation.
If they actually act like professionals.
If this match is totally clean and 0-0, like, people will be so annoyed. There's got to be at least some drama with the scoreline and everything. Wami says, England versus Andorra was utterly embarrassing. We're not winning the World Cup playing with disappointed players who put their pathetic clubs out of their country. I haven't watched the match, so I don't want to speak too much, but I still feel like Tuchel's testing out a lot, but still, against Andorra.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I saw the squad. It didn't seem like their fully strongest lineup. I know Harry Kane was playing, but I saw Henderson was on as well. I don't know if he'd be a World Cup player by then, but we shall see. Frankie said, question, are fans allowed at the game? Yes, this stadium is packed. And so many people applied, but I believe it's only Albanian fans.
Yeah, it looks like they're standing from the first minute. I think they're probably not sitting down most of the game.
Beautiful stadium as well in Tirana that the match is happening in, so hopefully it stays up by the end. But I think it will.
You ever been to the stadium?
Yes. I just had a coffee there. They have a whole cafe. I'm not even kidding, in the corner, when there's no matches, obviously. It's a really nice stadium. And there's a hotel there and everything. I think it's connected to it, or just next to it. Oh, one sec, guys. Sorry. That should stay now, hopefully.
Yeah, we can check the time.
Let me just double check. Oh, it freezes when I... Yeah, let me fix this. I need to, make sure... Yeah, there we go. I have to leave that tab open, otherwise this timer freezes. Somebody's already shocked that the game started. The match has already started, guys. It's been... Well, we are 1 minute behind, by the way, so sorry if there's going to be any delays. I can see on SofaScore where I have the match up right now for you guys with the timer. It's... Yeah, over a minute ahead. So we'll have some delayed reactions. For sure. But... Yeah, not too bad. At least we found a stream to watch it on. What controversies do you think will happen today? I think with Mitrovic on the pitch, we're going to see another clip of him by the end, up into somebody's face, in the 88th minute or something. That's my prediction in terms of, well, at minimum, that's what it will be.
I think if it's a close game, we're going to have some yellows throughout, but I think everyone's staying in. Ooh, that was a good opportunity there.
Good save from Strakosha.
Yeah. I think it might have been a little out, but...
Yeah, still. Nice pass from Mitrovic as soon as I mention him as well.
Yeah, that was wide. Dutch score 1-0.
Oh, they scored? Let me pull up the other games quickly as well.
5 red cards, 17 injured. Let's hope not. Although UFC fights usually are on Saturdays, so...
Yeah, this could be the UFC fight. Yeah, Netherlands already beating Finland. Honestly, not too surprised there. I think Finland are going to need a lot more time. Maybe 2030 is their chance to qualify for the World Cup, but not this one. Netherlands are too strong. And yes, Austria-Romania is still tied.
Serbia's looking in control so far.
Yes, for the most part, they definitely are. And Serbians in the chat, let me know what you think about Pixie. I honestly... This match could honestly seal his fate. I mean, maybe not this one, but the one in Belgrade. If Serbia cannot beat Albania in Belgrade, and they don't pick up a result here, might not be a good look for him. The Nations League wins always give the team false hope. They got to do stuff when it actually matters. And I'm honestly surprised they stuck with him for so long, but
What was that?
that was a horrible pass from
Give it
Albania.
right back to him.
Yeah, Serbia so far looking a lot more convincing.
Yeah.
And still, the chat has Albania 75% winning. 75% Albania winning. It got even worse than we started. Only 19% for Serbia. And both sides, honestly, are very confident going into this, I saw. Like, throughout my comments, Albania is easily winning this. Serbia is easily winning this.
People were confident with Albania, but so far, possession of ball has to be almost 80% Serbia.
Yeah. I don't know if this one will finish in a draw by the end like I predicted. If it stays like this, how Albania is performing. Really sloppy passes from time to time, but it's only been 8 minutes.
Somebody just hit him with something?
Oh, yeah. Probably. Seems like already stuff that's going on
Fans
with
in the
the
way
fans.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can stop the ultra groups from coming, but that doesn't mean there's going to be some rowdy fans there.
Yeah, I think somebody threw something at him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even mention Croatia yesterday. What a win. 7-0 they beat Gibraltar. Did you know that? 7-0. But I'm nervous still for Czechia. It's Gibraltar we're talking about. Gibraltar have never picked up a qualifier win in their history. So if Croatia didn't get like a decent result, it would have been disappointing. 7-0, though, is very solid. And even the starting lineup wasn't their strongest, so I'm still nervous for Czechia, which is coming up on Monday, I believe, but definitely a bit more confidence than before. And I'm so happy Dalic also picked up Vušković as well, finally. Ooh. I feel like this...
Okay.
I feel like this half might have a lot of extra time at the end.
Yeah, no kidding already.
It took them way too long to take that corner.
Yeah, we've seen a few penalties already or fouls.
Who's got the better kit, though, do you think? Style-wise. On the pitch right now.
I don't know. They're both simple.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go with Albania.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Serbia's away kit this time around.
Yeah.
And their new badge as well. The old one that I'm wearing now, I think, is much better. Or at least feels more classic.
Mm-hmm. You got to look good to play good. So far, Albania doesn't look good.
At least they got possession now.
There you go.
But still taking some sloppy
Yeah,
touches.
sloppy touches, seriously.
Even if Serbia are playing better, like Albania can still pull off like a dirty win with a scrappy goal.
Oh, we got something here.
I say scrappy. That was a decent shot, but straight to the keeper,
Straight to the
Petrovic.
That's not going to get to him.
Codbar asked me to make a video where I predict all nations who will qualify for the 2026 World Cup and make a mock groups of the tournament. I actually thought about doing that, but like more and more teams are qualifying. Maybe once we have another pause, an international break, obviously, I'll consider that. It's been an idea, but so much has been going on. And I also recorded my Club World Cup predictions yesterday. But so much stuff is going on in international football. I feel weird not covering it, so I make a short about it. And I keep pushing back the Club World Cup edit. So that will come out at some point as well, but probably a bit of a delay. I wanted it out tomorrow, but realistically, I don't think I'll finish it by then. Oh my gosh, if this is true. Someone said the tickets for this match, those who got them from the black market, were going for 600 to 100 euros. Yeah, of course I'd rather watch a UCL final than this match. My prediction, I said 1-1 draw at the beginning. I'm going to stick with it. Why not? But based on how Serbia are playing, like, I could see 2-0 for them. They're looking better right now, but still.
I think Serbia is shaping up to be the first team to score.
Yeah. I could see that for sure. Hopefully it doesn't end up like Switzerland 2018, though. Or even 2022. Didn't they? I think they scored first that one. I'm forgetting, though. Senna asks, what do you think about today's US versus Turkey game? Is that happening right now? I think it is, but it's just a friendly, obviously. I didn't even see the lineups or how strong Turkey will field a lineup for that one, so I'm not too sure. But based on how USA are playing right now and some of the players not even wanting to represent the national team this international break, like Christian Pulisic, I feel like Turkey could win. Even in the USA, but we'll see. At the end of the day, it's just a friendly. It's too hard to tell. There's going to be so many substitutions throughout the match.
Where are they playing?
I think, I could be wrong, but I think in Tennessee. I think.
Nashville?
Maybe. Somebody said 1-0 Greece. Greece are playing right now? Obviously a friendly. Yeah, they scored against Slovenia. And Duda missed a... Oh, no, Slovakia, sorry. And Duda missed a penalty. Damn.
All right, they're looking much better here. Let's get something going here, Albania. Come on.
Ooh, yeah. Serbia's defense, I criticized them before, but they have started to shape up really nicely.
I mean, for sure, but that wasn't the best thing he could have done there. I mean, he was kicking into a 4-on-2.
Oh, for sure, but he totally dominated that play in the first place. That guy right there, Milenkovic, has become really good lately. I used to think he was like a bit bang average, but this season he really showed what he's capable of. My thoughts on if Poland are going to advance, definitely not automatically, but through the playoffs, I see it. Obviously, depending on their path, but those guys love the playoff rounds, and they usually do it there. Look at the last Euros, look at the last World Cup. I see it happening again. I don't see them topping the Netherlands in their group.
It seems like Albania is doing a much better job of developing and then just kind of dribbling it into a double team or making some sloppy passes.
Yeah. Not looking, I don't know. Still, Serbia look like, I don't want to say like they're absolutely outplaying them right now, but they still just given like a...
They look more comfortable.
Yeah,
sure.
More comfortable, better energy. Albania look a bit hesitant, but obviously they're fired up. And Albania, they had a really impressive Euro run. I know they got knocked out in the groups, but they were one of the more impressive teams in the tournament that did get knocked out. Put off really good fights, drawing with Croatia. But since then, they haven't been really the same. They kind of disappointed in the Nations League from time to time. They got that 3-0 win against Andorra, like England were supposed to, but yeah, I'm curious to see how Silvinho continues to go on because he was looking like the perfect fit for them. Oh, that was a nice dribble. Damn.
Bad touch again. Still pulling it out.
Codbar says, mark my words, Greece will reach quarterfinals of semis in the next World Cup. Or semis. I think they might qualify. But that's already, like, up for debate. I think quarters max. Oh, that was a filthy foul.
Yeah, no, not even trying to go for ball there.
Pavlovic Ambroya.
He dropped a shoulder,
Damn.
no question.
Oof. Yeah, this half's gonna get some good extra time for sure.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Albania is gonna take that one. I think there's gonna be a clapback for sure.
That's already. How many yellow cards has it been already? 2?
Isn't that one?
1 or 2? Okay. I saw 2 different things in the chat. Christy, I know I'm late, but how many fights did I miss? Just a few fouls and fans throwing stuff, but nothing too crazy yet, honestly. Why is it glitching? Yeah, I'm still definitely going for 10 yellow cards at the end. Another one.
Yeah,
Another one.
Might be more than 10.
Oh, God. Jimisti on a yellow. That's not one you want to have for sure. Key defender in the back line. This early on. Yeah, now it's starting to heat up. Now it's starting to heat up.
There.
Starting to heat up just a bit on Vlahovic.
Yeah, we're only 20 minutes in. Got a few going back and forth.
Everyone's asking, where can you watch the match? We're watching it on Amazon right now, but it really depends on which country you're in. And sorry, we can't show the match on here if we want this channel to stay alive.
How good is Serbia at free kicks these days?
I don't want to say the wrong thing. I feel like it's nothing crazy, but Vlahovic, I'm surprised he's taking it. Oh, but they don't have some of their midfielders I'm more familiar with. Yeah, well, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad from Vlahovic.
Yeah.
In the U.S., where can we watch? We're on Amazon. Don't listen to the ads. Football TV lies that they say they have this match and they don't. One of the worst streaming services, honestly. Always false advertising that they show everything and then they only show half of the World Cup qualifier matches. So we're on Amazon right now watching the match. Who do we have? Portugal or Spain? Yeah, I know a lot of people were. Oh, one sec. Let me see this attack. Oh, what was that shit? That was crazy.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people were roasting me for my prediction for Germany. Yeah, I had a howler there. I said they'd win the Nations League. They immediately lost to Portugal 2-1. Ronaldo as well. Finally, he's defeated Germany for the first time in his career. Bravo to him and bravo to Portugal. I would like to see them win, honestly. I think it would be an incredible achievement for them, and, you know, a lot of eyes would be on them because Spain are looking so good right now. But I'm still going to back Spain at the end. They, to me, are one of the best national teams in the world right now with the quality they have, the youngsters they have. I feel like they're only going to get better and better. Spain, for me, are the favorites, but I learned you can't sleep on Portugal, so we'll see. What are your predictions for that? 40-year-old Ronaldo's still playing.
Yeah, but it's Ronaldo. It's hard to bet against greatness at any point, right?
Yeah, he proved me wrong.
Every time I have bet against Ronaldo, I've been wrong.
Oh. So you're going to go for him this time?
Yeah, I think maybe.
What score?
They're gonna have, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I think, you know, going against guys like him, they always kind of make you feel like an idiot at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'd probably go for like 3-2 Spain.
It's entirely possible that he's getting lazy and bored out in the Middle East, though, right?
I think he is trying to switch clubs, but he's still scoring for the national team.
Fair.
Netherlands scored again against Finland. No surprises. Dumfries as well. Incredible this season until the Champions League final, obviously. Did you watch the Champions League final this year?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Do you know what happened?
No.
PSG.
Oh, yeah.
Most
PSG.
one-sided victory.
Yeah. They absolutely destroyed Paris. Yeah.
Most one-sided final in Champions League history. Oh!
What was the final score?
Mitrovic fighting with the ref. He's fuming. The final score was 5-0.
Yeah, that's definitely a penalty right there. A foul.
And then, free kick. Mitro fuming. I told you, Mitro's going to get into somebody's face. For now, it's the ref. He's not too close yet, but by the end, it's going to happen. I love that guy, but sometimes he does lose his cool. He's a passionate guy. What can I say?
Every team needs an enforcer.
Yeah. He's doing what he's got to do, but it seems like the last two international tournaments for Serbia, last match day, Mitrovic is up against somebody's face on the opposing team. Yes, Macedonia 1-1. We talked about that earlier. Shout out Macedonia. Andrew Dessa. Happy birthday, first of all. And vamos Portugal. Hopefully you guys win tomorrow, but it's going to be a tough task, I think. Happy birthday, my friend.
Where was that going?
Yeah, so far a bit of a sloppy game. Oh, here we go. Good pass. Solid block from Albania.
Yeah, get him.
Oh, Slovenia won against Luxembourg in a friendly. Bravo, Slovenia, but I would hope you guys beat them. Luxembourg are a solid team, of course, but Slovenia are also on the rise. The expectations need to be there. Do I support anyone? I always support the Balkans. Like, I always just like to see them do well, so I am somewhat of a neutral. Obviously, I love to see Serbia always do well, but at the end of the day, I want to see an exciting match that finishes in 90 minutes. That's what it is for me. Are you actually supporting Albania, Marco, or you're just repping them today?
Just repping them today. I'm same as you. I just want to see a good game.
Yeah. I would, but I still would root for both these teams if they're not playing Croatia, obviously, in an international tournament. I always like to see them do well. But Serbia, unfortunately, don't. Albania could be on the come up. They've only had 2 Euros so far to their name that they played in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm always a fan to see teams that don't historically do well kind of rise up. So there's something to be said about watching any team do better than people had expected or they tended to do. So in that regard, shout out Albania.
Damn, I gotta watch the highlights for that Slovenia match. Crazy backheel goal. I haven't been keeping up with the friendlies. I'm sorry. I saw Kosovo though. They beat Armenia 5-2. A lot of people are asking me to make a video about that, but I'm sorry. I gotta prioritize the World Cup qualifiers. If you guys pull off scores like that against against the sides in the World Cup qualifier group, their tough World Cup qualifier group, then I'll definitely give them some content for sure. Someone said another foul and card, but we are delayed. We'll see it come up, I guess. It was on Živkovic as well. We're going to be watching the Club World Cup, yes. At least the first half. I'll be making content for you guys. But I'm not sure. Ooh. That was... Definite foul.
Definitely.
Another card. How many are we on?
I think that's 3. We should get a counter going.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I forgot if it's 3 or 4. How many cards is it, chat? Is it 3 or 4? Or if even 5? Brandon Evans, yes. I already recorded my final predictions for the Club World Cup. It's just taking me time to edit, and all this bizarre stuff happening in international break has got me delaying the video.
Somebody's asking if you got a dark horse for the World Cup this year.
Dark horse. Let's see who qualifies first, of course, but out of all the teams that have confirmed it, shout out to Uzbekistan. I think they might be able to have a sneaky run here. They're a really solid defensive team. Obviously, they don't have much exposure against other teams around the world, but like they were so close to qualifying for the World Cup so many times. I feel like they're going to give it their all. What about you? Who you got?
Uzbekistan is a hot take.
Yeah, I know.
All
but right now, with the who's there, I think it's a good shout.
Serbia is more focused on basketball and water polo.
Oh, Irish Partizan, thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, I mean, they should be focused on their football, though. They've got a great crop of players.
Oh, we got something here.
Ooh, outpace, and he goes for the foul. Or Broya wants a foul. He's furious.
Looks like he got
Broya,
shot
I can't believe it.
Not gonna lie, Japan gonna be the dark horse.
Are they? I mean, that's like I feel like some people expect them to have a decent run, though. I mean, how far are you talking with their run?
I don't know.
Japan?
Maybe, final. They'll qualify for the actual playoffs.
They're one of the best. Yeah, I think they will too. They're one of the best teams in Asia.
You're saying Uzbekistan's best team out of Asia, then?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like they're underdog. Like that's an underdog team. Japan, I feel like they're for sure. Like if they have a deep run, like people would kind of consider it one, but like there's still like some expectation for them to at least like people would expect them to make it to the knockouts unless like their group is insanely difficult. Dave, thank you for the donation. A couple years back, I bought ESPN Plus, mostly for European qualifying games. Then ESPN side will drop them. I wish they told me. Yeah, they always are changing that stuff. It's super annoying. I also expected it to be on ESPN. I checked there and nothing, but
yeah, ESPN is
maybe it's for the best that it's not on ESPN.
I can never ever support ESPN. I think their broadcasts are always bad.
Yeah. And we need to cancel football as well. I think football is worse. Frankie, love from New York. And Ulkin in Albania, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Wow. Thank you so much, brother. Much love. Damn, somebody says they're not even broadcasting the match in the UK. There's got to be somewhere they are. But I know UK rips off their football fans with insane prices for their broadcasts.
Yeah, and the worst thing about it is these streamers are starting to crack down on VPNs too.
Yeah.
Streaming any sports has gotten way too expensive these days.
Damn, even in Slovenia, apparently it's not broadcasting. Yeah, I saw. We're technically on Tudin right now because that's what Amazon's showing. But, yeah, Fox as well. But you need a TV subscription for that. Jamaica scored, but who are they playing? Well, they're playing like what? British Virgin Islands. Of course, they got to score.
I would hope so.
Shout out to Jamaica, though. I think they will qualify for the World Cup since there's less competition in the qualifiers with 3 CONCACAF hosts already. Ooh! Easy for Petrovic to save that.
Still seems like Albania is getting more shots on goal, even if they're not super challenging for the keep.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But he has not been challenged whatsoever yet. Strakosha has been more, I think.
Something's happening on the pitch. Someone says.
Really? You understood that? Oh, from the chat.
From the chat.
From
the chat.
Like, damn, you brushed up on your Spanish?
I don't know enough Spanish to follow football commentators, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've got one hell of a delay, but I'm used to it at this point. Ooh. Not bad. Albania's looking better than earlier.
Yeah, no, they're playing a lot better.
Connecting the dots more. Not so sloppy, not as hesitant. They built the confidence. Which game am I watching after this? You know, I really want to do a stream for Croatia's match against Czechia, but I just don't want to promise anything because there's so much content to make these days. Like I'm already sacrificing a bit of time for this stream because like I said, I still have to do the Club World Cup prediction video that I keep putting off. So no promises, but if there is another stream, that's the one I plan to do. Asia, I don't really want to do because it's pretty much wrapped up. The only thing that's not is Palestine and Oman's future. Whoever wins there will make it to the 4th round. But yeah, like no way Saudi Arabia is going to beat Australia 5-0. I think Australia already booked their tickets. Oh, yeah, and of course the Nations League final. I'm sorry, though. I don't think I'm going to do a stream on it. Of course I'll watch, but yeah, I got to catch up on that video, man. I'm very behind. It's annoying because, like, usually I grind out the international football content, but, like, the Club World Cup coming up so soon, I got to make sure that video's out ASAP as well.
Where do you think Modric is going?
I heard the rumors are AC Milan, but I honestly hope he doesn't go there. Obviously, great club, but they're not. They didn't qualify for European football. I kind of want to see Modric play at least the Europa League or Conference League. So, but considering what Milan are going through, I think that's a great signing for them. They just got rid of some players, so yeah. And Italian football as well. I'm curious to see how he thrives under there. It would be cool to see him like make a return to Tottenham as well, though.
That'd be fun.
But Tottenham just sacked Ange, which I'm seeing a lot of mixed things about.
They could use him too.
Ange?
No, Tottenham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they definitely could. And Tottenham are actually in the Champions League, miraculously from their Europa League win. So,
I want to see him play in the Champions League.
Yeah. I would prefer he joins Tottenham. Obviously, that would give me a soft spot for Tottenham temporarily while I primarily support Liverpool in the Premier League, but that's okay. Obviously, if he goes to Liverpool, I'd be gassed, but I just can't see it. They're already making too many big signings. Wirtz as well.
Yeah, he's too much of a exciting player to watch to have him not be playing in European football.
Yeah, I completely agree. Artemin, thank you so much, my friend, for the donation. As a Bosnian, I am ashamed with today's game. What the hell? Yeah, I'm very surprised. When I saw that scoreline, I thought Bosnia would at least, minimum, have a 2-goal lead in some sort. I think I predicted 3-1. I thought San Marino would score. But 1-0? Yeah. The World Cup dream is still alive for Bosnia, but maybe it could come crashing down. But at the same time, who knows? England's also getting those same kind of results. Maybe they just had a slow day in the office. But the fact that the match was at home as well, that's why I'm shocked.
Yeah, you can only get away with a performance like that every now and then. If you're going to be making it into the World Cup, you got to be more competitive and more consistent.
Yeah.
Good block.
Oh, sorry. Manny said, how far do you see Mexico going in the World Cup? I'm predicting round of 32 or round of 16. I don't see them making it way much further, although the Simpsons predicted them to make it to the World Cup final.
And that's the Oracle. Simpsons are the Oracle.
Mexico and Portugal, though, that would be a crazy final. That's what Simpsons said. Ronaldo winning a World Cup this late in his career, after many said the GOAT debate was over with Messi winning the World Cup. That would be scenes.
Is this how you expected the first half to go?
0-0?
Yeah.
Well, it's not over yet, but yeah, actually. I thought more drama would happen in the second, but I thought maybe a bit more fights. Just a bit more, but again, I think the second half is when things will pick up. I hope it doesn't finish 0-0, though. Dave, thank you again for another donation, my friend. Do you think that other MLS Supporters Shield winners will make it to the Club World Cup in the near future, or they need Messi type of player for the club? Honestly, though, you're kind of not wrong, though. Like, I mentioned it in the Club World Cup prediction video I recorded. Like, did Inter Miami really deserve it? Of course they're going to favor Messi being in the tournament. I feel like LA Galaxy were definitely a better shout, but they'll have their reasons, of course, to put him in, and back that being one of the reasons, along with Inter Miami having the best point record in the table season before the knockouts. So, yeah, I mean,
they need more viewership for a Club World Cup as much as they can get, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't find a way to get Ronaldo in there as well, but yeah, of course, like, they're going to try to find a way to sneak Messi. And we'll see how the performances go for Inter Miami as well. Like, will they have some type of host advantage, if you know what I mean? I don't know. They have a doable group, though, I think. Like, anything's possible.
Austria scored 1-0.
Austria against Romania. Ooh. Romania in the mud, low-key. Romania, I've been... If that's... Yeah, damn. Austria 1-0 Romania. Obviously, Austria's the favorite in that group, but... A lot of people thought Romania could top it once again. I mean, it's still... Actually, it might be too late. The match isn't over, obviously, but with them losing to Bosnia at home as well... I wonder what Romania's future will look like.
Okay. Albania's looking a lot better. I've been impressed last 15, 20 minutes or so.
Serbia slowed down the pace as well a little bit.
Yeah, getting fewer opportunities.
Ooh, that was sloppy.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
Shouldn't have said anything, guys. Come on.
It's okay. No errors. Ooh, chat's saying penalty. We're too late, though. Chat's saying penalty for Albania.
What?
What the heck? We are so delayed. I'm going to refresh it real quick just to be safe. But I think it's going to stay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Worth the try. Someone said it's dodgy as well. Damn. Fat delay. Sorry, guys. Over a minute behind you guys. Once the call happens, though, I'm going to stop looking at the chat. Whoa. I don't...
Yeah, that's...
Really?
I need to see that again.
Yeah, I gotta see the replay. That
looks kind of weak on the first view.
That was a bit dodgy, I agree.
Yeah.
From that first play. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no.
He jumped in front of him.
That kind of looked like a... No. I don't think so.
No.
That's a harsh call. That's a really harsh call. You're kind of forcing it as well, I think. Damn.
I mean, at this point, yeah, just jump in front of the defender. Make him run into you every time. That's how...
No.
Yeah, that's...
He's like, focus on the ball. The Albanian player jumps at him like while he's not even in frame. No, that's... I don't think that's a penalty. Don't think that's a penalty at all. But okay, I've seen more controversial calls. Let's see what happens, though. Can Petrovic be the hero? Ooh. Oh! Petrovic!
Wow.
What a save!
That's ball don't lie right there.
What a save! Petrovic! Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to boost him
Great
up.
Great save.
That's boosting him up to stay on the national team as the #1 choice.
Woo!
That's a great save as well. I know it wasn't the cleanest penalty, but for a big moment like that, keeping Serbia in the game from a dodgy call, bravo, Petrovic. What a penalty. Save. Idemo! And that's the half. That's immediately halftime. Right after that, damn. Petrovic, massive hero. Could end up being man of the match if it stays like this, honestly. Aside Making sure the penalty taker is feeling all right. He's furious with himself. It wasn't
read him the whole way. He
Yeah.
knew where he was going from the second.
It wasn't an amazing penalty, but like it also he can't blame himself too much. That was a really good save from Petrovic. Wow. Someone asked, "Can you bring back Irfan and Simon back to the channel?" Yeah, I don't live with Irfan anymore, unfortunately, but it would be nice to do another collab with him. He's a great addition, even though some people don't like his controversial takes. I think he makes the videos entertaining though. And he got some controversial takes right. He predicted Macedonia to knock out Italy in the World Cup qualifiers. So Irfan knows ball. And Simon as well. Yeah, maybe we'll get Simon sometime in the future. It's been too long. Channel OG. International Roulette, for those that know. What do you guys think of the half, though? Thank you. What are you keeping your prediction, though?
No, I definitely don't think it's going to be 2-1 Albania at this point. I think maybe even 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah.
Damn.
What about you? And I think 1-0 Albania.
Still Albania.
I think they're still
okay.
I still think they're looking like the better team, although Serbia certainly has the chance to get some. They've had opportunities. They're just, it might happen.
I still think it's gonna be a draw, but I think both teams will end up scoring. I really hope so. If this is 0-0, the whole world will be disappointed. From being one of the most hyped up matches in the World Cup qualifiers to that.
No kidding.
Of course, there's still another match to play in probably Belgrade, I'm assuming, but yeah, 0-0 for either of those fixtures for such a rivalry as well. Hello, Cooper. Mark of M says 1-0 and Serbia bottles it like Croatia last minute. See, I could see that, but still Serbia scoring first, just like Croatia did at the Euros. So I could see Albania getting the last laugh with a dramatic last-minute goal or something. Let me check the other scores real quick while it's halftime. Netherlands are still 2-0 up. Austria 1-0. And where was that Greece friendly? Oh, Greece and Slovakia is 1-1 at halftime. Damn. But who do you see, Marco? I know you said Albania would win this one. But who do you see actually qualifying for the playoffs, Serbia or Albania at the end? You think Albania can keep up the consistency and make it to the playoffs? Or even first place?
I just feel like Serbia is the better team on paper, and in the long run, that'll come out more consistent. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. That's what makes it so exciting. Albania clearly knows what they're doing. So.
And do you see either of these teams beating England?
I'll never put it past England to lose a game that they should win. So yeah, I think either of them could beat England. Not that they should beat England, but they could. What do you think?
I think one of them might be able to sneak a draw, but I don't think a win will happen. But sure. Maybe. Serbia upset Portugal on the final match day of the last World Cup qualifier campaign. We need to bring the mic a little bit closer to you because I can see it's not. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most of England's players were mentally on the beach.
Yeah, they love their holidays. Like Harry Maguire. I saw Harry Maguire was in Croatia partying with Dejan Lovren. That was an interesting link up. Who do I think will win the Super Cup, PSG or Tottenham? Is that really a question? Is that really? I'm sorry, but I know there's no more Ange, but 17th place in the Premier League versus a side that just broke the record of the most one-sided Champions League final in history.
Yeah, but how fun would it be if Tottenham did win?
Oh, I'd be over the moon. I'd be happy. I'd genuinely be happy, but it's gonna go to PSG for sure. If Luka Modric joins Tottenham though and scores the winner for them, bro,
Woo.
I'd be over the moon. But still, I can't see it. Ange was the answer for their trophies. Now that he's gone, sorry, Tottenham. You're going to go back to your... It's in the history of Tottenham memes, as Chiellini says.
Yeah, Tottenham wins 1-0, then loses to Sunderland.
Maybe. I'd be crazy if they win back-to-back trophies, though.
That would be the most Tottenham thing ever.
There's a friendly with Canada right now? Oh, yeah, let's check. Let me check some of the other scores. Canada score. No, I can't see it. What about Turkey? Maybe I lost track of... Oh! Oh, wait, no, this is from last year. I saw it's USA beat Turkey. June 2014. Oh, so they play each other over a decade ago. Yeah, no, it's not popping up.
What do you think happens if Italy fails to qualify for the World Cup this year?
You see, the thing is, you know what's crazy to think about? There are some people in this world that have not seen Italy play at a World Cup. That's wild to me. As some people, it's like the norm now. They missed 2 already. But a third for Italy's caliber. It's honestly seeable at this point. Like, Norway have a massive advantage now with the 3-0 victory. And we already know Italy are prone to going to that playoff spot. I just don't have high hopes for them right now. I just don't. Unless they sack Spalletti immediately. He was horrendous as a manager in that match. A lot of fixes are needed. And, yeah, I think, obviously, Italians will be fuming. Like, that's just inexcusable. It's inexcusable how many they miss now in a row.
Way too good of a country to... way too much money involved, way too, many people playing for them to be this bad this consistently.
They have, sorry, I lost my train of thought. They have the most, not the most World Cups, but one of the most amongst the countries. I think 4 to their name. And they can't qualify for 3 World Cups in a row. I know it's not the same generation. It's not the same Italy. A lot of us will miss that golden era they had.
Yeah.
But how are you still saying this is a bad team they have?
Cappuccino says Italy losing to San Marino. Trust in the playoffs.
Oh my! Imagine San Marino get first victory. That would be crazy. Based on the way they played against Norway, though, it was really men against boys. It's really men against boys. Norway beautiful on the counter. They showed their attack thoroughly. Nusa was terrific. Holland, Sorloth. I mean, Norway have finally found the pieces, and they found the perfect top-tier opponent to be in a World Cup qualifier group with. Italy, those are the 2 international bottle jobs paired up in the same group. Norway have finally found their answer to make it to their first World Cup in how long? 26 years? No, 28 years. But I'm excited to see Holland at a World Cup. If it comes true, obviously, but I think it will. Their momentum's too good right now. They haven't... their last 5 matches, they scored 3 or more goals. And now they did it against one of the teams that is known for their defense.
Yeah. I think it makes it a more interesting World Cup to watch with Holland in it.
For sure. It's his first major international tournament. I think a lot of people would want to see him, especially, in the form he's in. But, yeah, and Odegaard as well. Norway are a stacked team. It's a shame they haven't played in a major international tournament yet. I still can't believe Albania missed that penalty, though.
Yeah, that was an opportunity. I think that was like some good karma, though. You know.
Honestly, yeah, that was not a penalty. That was so forced. Albania dove, threw himself in front of a player who didn't even have his eyes on him.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
But shout out to that, I forgot who it was, but shout out to the player who had that supposed foul. He didn't really react. I thought he'd blow up for that call, but he stayed cool and trusted Petrovic, and Serbia are still in it. Yeah, I agree. That pen was very dodgy. And I do want to see a goal come out of this. I'm not even like trying to take sides here, but it's just facts. That was way too forced of a dive, in my opinion.
USA scored against Turkey. People are saying in the chat.
Why can I not find the match? Let me pull up an app instead. Games. International. Oh, yeah. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in, the USA scored against Turkey. What are the lineups? Whoa. That USA lineup. That's not their starters. Apart from like maybe Chris Richards and... Is that even D. Tillman? And Turkey are playing some of their best players.
Jack McGlynn scored.
Yeah, that's... Is he on the MLS? Yeah, Houston Dynamo. My MLS ball knowledge is not the best. Yeah. MLS player has scored against a Turkey side with Arda Güler, Atukoglu, Kenan Yildiz starting. Wow. That's shocking. But that's also like the most Turkey thing to do. They like get the most craziest results and then lose when everyone expects them to win. Their Austria one was so epic though. In the Euros. Someone said the match started, but for me it still says half time. I think it still will take some time. Even Sofa scores saying halftime. Second half started for Romania, Austria, though. Let me check the other scores while I'm on this app. Oh yeah, Canada, Ukraine is also playing. Canada are winning. Impressive win. I honestly think Canada might have, at the moment, they have the best chance to have a deep run at the World Cup out of the hosts. What do you think? Who will have the best run? Canada, USA, or Mexico?
I mean, Canada's just been doing better at like every sport internationally lately.
Really?
So, yeah, they've been quite good at basketball lately. So that's always been fun to watch. I've been enjoying cheering them on. But I can't root for them over the US.
You think US will go the furthest?
Yeah.
The thing is, they're doing so badly right now, but by the time the World Cup rolls around, I just feel like the spirits will all be lifted. That's my prediction. I could see them at least making it to the round of 16 or something.
I can sense the vibe is about to shift.
Yeah. Right now it's looking like dark times, but let's not forget what Germany did before the Euros.
True.
Germany were in horrendous form. And then they played 2 friendlies before the Euros, and they looked better, and they're one of the best teams at the tournament. Match has started. It's already a minute into the half, but for us it is just kicking off because we are a minute delayed. Here we go. Oh yeah, also I think CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers resumed as well. I gotta double check the scores on that too. Do I think Bulgaria can grab a win in their group? Unfortunately, no. Maybe a draw. They got one of the toughest draws possible. Georgia are looking to be in great form. Maybe Turkey could lose to them, just with the inconsistencies they have. But Spain as well. I think Bulgaria will just randomly like upset these sides with draws. Like maybe they'll pick up like half of their matches being draws, but the other half being losses. That's my thought.
Who do you have coming out of that group?
For sure, Spain topping it. And the playoffs, I'm gonna go Turkey, but I don't want to sleep on Georgia either.
Georgia's been good lately.
They have. They've been really good. They have one of the best goalkeepers and the best wingers in the world of football right now. So, and a lot of underrated players. You know who's also been not as like noticeable of a rise like Georgia, but still like low-key decent? Kyrgyzstan.
Really?
Yeah. And they just got knocked out of the World Cup qualifiers, but like they put off some interesting results. And I feel like their national team overall is getting like a tiny bit better. The Stan countries are uniting and doing stuff in tournaments. Tajikistan at the last Asian Cup. Never forget.
You got to do a combined 11 Central Asia.
Yeah, honestly. Although, like, I need to evaluate. I don't want to say anything out loud right away, but might be one-sided in one country in particular. $10,000 people have voted on this stream for Albania. Well, 75% of them have voted for Albania. I just cannot believe it's so one-sided. Definitely the Albanians maybe found the stream, but I'm surprised it's that one-sided for real.
I mean, right off the bat, they're immediately controlling the ball better.
But still.
Obviously, possession isn't everything, but...
Ooh.
Right back onto it, yeah.
That was a solid pass from Hisai.
Woo!
That's a solid pass. Damn!
Oh.
How did he mess that up? That was a great run as well.
Yeah.
Broya, damn. Broya's back. Broya's back at it. What a run. If only someone was there, that could have been, like, genuinely play of the game. Yeah, that's also true. 10,000 people voted, only 300 likes. Guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button on this stream, please. It helps the channel out so much, and it's free. Thank you.
I missed that.
Do I think Romania will qualify for the World Cup? It's not looking good right now, let's be honest, but they might make a comeback. Maybe they can squeeze through the playoffs, but first place, I think, is unfortunately out of question for them.
That was weak.
Ooh. He's not trying to fight Slovenia. So he's like, it's all good, bro.
The manager is defending.
Yeah. Jamaica have just conceded to the British Virgin Islands. All right, I don't know if Jamaica are qualifying for the World Cup anymore. What? Ooh, that was a nasty challenge. Not challenge, but kicked him in the head. That didn't
He
seem
was
as
running
intentional,
headfirst
though.
into the ball.
Didn't seem as intentional,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, I think these Serbia kits are pretty ugly, honestly.
Yeah. Their home one is decent, but the best one I'm not wearing right now is they had like this Nikola Tesla themed one. That one was sick.
I believe it.
Definitely downgraded though.
It just looks like an old England jersey.
Yes, guys, listen to Peligrosa. Hit the like. This match will also confirm who's the better singer, Teodora or Dua Lipa.
It's Dua Lipa. Come on.
She's definitely more famous, but it's because Teodora's singing in Serbian. Oh! What a save!
Wow.
What a save, Stokosha. That was incredible. Really
Without
solid.
a doubt, best of the game.
Wow, the keepers are turning up this one. I know it's 0-0, which is disappointing, but the keepers are 100% turning up. Very solid header from Mitrovic. He angled it well too.
Yeah, I'd be mad if I were him. That was a good header.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Someone said Pixie make a sub already. I think it's... we could see it soon. Might be a tad bit too early, but... Also, maybe it's time for Serbia. Yeah, Albania are taking more control.
Any adjustments you'd like to see how these teams make?
What, with subs?
Yeah, or just strategy on field.
I mean... I can't really think of anything, to be honest. I think Serbia somewhat lost their groove a bit. I mean, they just had that decent attack, but... I don't know, they're picking up the pace again.
Yeah, they're definitely looking a lot better in the last few minutes.
Honestly, both teams, like... at this current moment, seem a bit more composed.
Mm-hmm.
And not letting like any emotions get to them.
Yeah, it started off a lot sloppier in the first 20 to 30 minutes.
Both teams have picked it up, and it really could go either way right now.
Yeah.
Both keepers have been the standout players, though, in my opinion. What club do I support? Dinamo Zagreb and Liverpool are my two clubs. What club do you support, Marco?
Honestly, I'm an Arsenal fan.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean,
Since when?
I don't really watch all that much, but when I do, it's definitely Arsenal for sure.
I thought you were supporting Man City a while ago.
No. Yeah, when I was younger.
Okay.
But it was easy to support Man City when they
Yeah.
it just became pay to play, you know.
That's true, yeah. Damn. Well, you're not the most active watcher, so I guess you don't. So you haven't suffered all the heartbreak Arsenal fans had to deal with this season.
No, I'm definitely not crying with the Arsenal fans. Oh, that was close.
It's a really good opportunity. Just wide. Wow. Really good strike. This game's heating up.
Yeah.
I see a goal coming. Wow, really just disconnected at the last possible stretch. Robert, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be doing many more streams. If I'm going to do one more, it'll be Croatia, Czechia. But I need to get out other videos for you guys. So this was the one match I was putting some time to the side for. But in the future, I gotta cool with the streams to get other content out for you guys. Don't worry, it'll be worth it.
Wow. That was almost a sick move.
Oh.
Okay, Serbia's really playing a lot better right now. Feels like they're building up towards something.
Yeah. Oh, not a terrible cross, but no one there. No one making the run. Serbia still kind of seem like they're conserving their energy. I still feel like they're not like pulling all the gas to the tank in some of their plays. Who do I think will win the Club World Cup? I will let you all know in a few days, hopefully, when the video drops. Club World Cup predictions. Subscribe to stay tuned for that.
Bad turnover.
That was horrible. What the? How did he flop?
Is he calling for handball?
There was also another player clearly open for him.
That went off his hand.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that is.
But maybe they'll argue it wasn't in a natural position.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Also, it was right in front of his waist too, so it was gonna hit his body no matter what.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
was that fans?
Yeah, threw a Coke ball or something.
Oh my gosh, straight to his skull.
Second one this game so far.
I was gonna say maybe it was the same player, but I don't think it was.
Yep, we're throwing cups and stuff.
First time we're seeing the players kind of grouped, but they're not fighting, they're chilling.
No, they seem all right. The way he hit the ground, you would have thought they hit him with a brick.
Who knows how full that bottle was, you know? Whatever was thrown at him.
True.
It's a shame though, like this game's just started to get good and
Yeah, totally. You know, we didn't really appreciate it, but they only added, I think, 1 extra minute in the last.
Oh, really?
Half,
I didn't notice. I just thought it like because it was a penalty call, I thought like it just dragged on. Austria scored. It's 2-0 now against Romania. Yeah, Romania have a lot of key injuries right now, so but the strong side like Austria, it was definitely going to be a tough task for them.
A lot of people calling to bring back the Balkan Cup.
Hey, maybe they should. I mean, it would be entertaining.
It
but
would be entertaining.
Would it be smart? Probably not. Maybe if it's like held in some other country, but
I love that 50% of the world wants to bring back the Balkan Cup, and 50% of the world thought this one match alone was a horrible idea.
yeah. They just want to see more and more and more. Lots of people also predicting now 0-0, I'm seeing in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Serbia's looking too good for a 10-0-0.
I'm still going 1-1. I sense it. I hope. I want to see some goals for sure. Diamond says the fans haven't been that bad. Yeah, well, I guess throwing a few objects here and there is somewhat underwhelming for a fixture like this.
Yeah, it depends what are we comparing it to here, right?
Yeah.
They haven't been that bad because the game is still getting played.
Yeah, exactly. Subs for Albania. What about Serbia, though? Oh. Hojan Bayrami. Bayrami's the one on the thumbnail. See, I think he was the one to score the fastest goal in Euro history against Italia.
Of course, Italy gave up the fastest goal in Euro history.
But they still won the match at the end. Albania actually set like a good amount of records in the Euros, but yeah, they still got knocked out early.
Ami says the massive shocker of this game is there's only 2 yellow cards so far.
I thought it was like
I think
4.
it's 3 or 4 maybe, but yeah, still
Still
honestly, yeah, that was all in the first half. They've been playing a lot more professional lately.
Yeah.
If the fans don't keep throwing stuff, you know, I think the biggest issue with this game will be the fans, not either of the teams. It looks like.
Yeah. I'm still curious how it goes in Belgrade though, because Belgrade's where that initial incident happened. Obviously they're gonna up their security more probably, but maybe not to the same degree Albania did.
Now what's happened? Somebody else on the ground now.
Another object thrown. The Serbia players,
in the same place of the field too.
Yeah, the Serbia players are like at this point afraid to like be too far on the wings.
Yeah.
It's just a bombing zone. Oh, it looks like Turkey equalized with the USA. Yeah, Turkey better win that match. Come on. After I saw the USA starting 11, I guess they're Gold Cup squad as well. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I obviously want to see Serbia make it to the World Cup again, but I also would love to see more and more and more debutants. Even from Europe, it would be cool. So, yeah, Albania would be an incredible addition to the World Cup as well. That's why I still, like, wouldn't mind seeing them do well.
What's going on here?
I guess players going to the ref and getting annoyed with them about the fans because they keep showing the fans now.
Imagine a Ukraine versus Russia match.
I think that's banned.
Yeah.
That's something UEFA actually banned, unlike this one. But Serbia are not allowed to play Kosovo.
BVI's just scored against Jamaica, making it 2-1.
Jamaica scored or British Virgin Islands?
British Virgin Islands.
No way. No way. That's one hell of an upset. I don't think you understand. Like, honestly, that would have been worse than San Marino beating Bosnia today. I know British Virgin Islands are ranked higher, but...
Or maybe that was misinformation. Okay.
Misinformation. Yeah, sometimes chat trolls,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You guys are getting to me.
Yeah, the match is still being played on, but like the fans are not making it easy for the officials for sure.
Yeah, they're getting close here. If any more players take beers to the head or something.
Yeah. Oh, Serbia finally with some subs. Maksimovic, I didn't see the other one though. Mark Vremax, what happened if the game is stopped? Tie or forfeit? It totally depends on it depends on the circumstances, I guess. Because last time, Serbia took the 3-0 forfeit and a deduction, point deduction. Really depends on what happens. Like maybe it will be enough to just say, okay, we're gonna play this behind closed doors in the future. But I think it will carry on, hopefully.
It's usually a forfeit if it's the fans that are causing it to be shut down, right?
It really depends though. Like how bad did it get?
Fair.
Serbia's was bad enough, but if it's just like throwing a few objects, maybe they'll just play it behind closed doors again, and that's it. I don't know. The thing is, like, it's a tight schedule. Like, these teams need to move on. UEFA, like, really squished their World Cup qualifiers. It's all, like, happening now when some confederations are, like, already over halfway through, or some teams already confirmed qualification. Pavlovic too afraid to go to the ball. No way. I got to always fact check the chat now. Canada's beating Ukraine 3-0.
Yeah, we can't trust you guys anymore.
Yeah, I knew it. Someone said Romania came back with 2 goals. It still says 2-0. Once one person gets called out for lying, then they all start doing it. Unless this app's just slow on updating. Ooh.
It's out.
I thought he hit it with his hand. Broya. I also wonder if like the Albanian fans will just like unleash themselves once the final whistle's blown.
They're just keeping it together.
Yeah.
Well,
They're letting the match go through.
I think it would be a lot worse if Serbia scored right now.
Oh, that's a good attack. That's a good attack.
Oh,
Petrovic.
wow. Put no power onto that. Just passed it to the keeper.
Yeah.
Great pass. Amazing pass.
Yeah, it's a shame he didn't get a better shot on that. That could have been a great goal. Favorite Serbian goalkeeper? There's too many to choose from. Petrovic, I think, is showing that he deserves to have that spot, but I also feel like, what's his name? Svilar? From Roma, he's getting snubbed out from Pixie. He already said he wants to change his allegiance back to Belgium. The Alisson regen.
I mean, there's a lot of fighting between these two guys. I don't really know if... Oh, yeah. That's definitely a trip.
Someone said you're a W, I guess, because of your jersey. Casually showing some of the Albanian fans. But where's Dua Lipa? Favorite Croatian player after Modric? All time? All time, it's probably... It's either Mario Mandzukic or Ivan Rakitic. What about you?
I think Ivan Rakitic.
Yeah.
I think I've had the most fun watching him, you know?
He's a baller.
Yeah.
I'm just upset.
Ooh.
Well, but Mandzukic too. They both retired from the national team so early. Rakitic more, I think. He had more potential to carry forward.
Yeah.
Modric stuck through for so long. So he's forever the GOAT.
He is the father and grandfather of the golden generation.
Yeah. Exactly. Rakitic called quits right after the 2018 World Cup. Too early.
Yep. Yep.
But still love him, of course. Obviously, it's his own life. But would have been nice to see him more in the national team shirt.
Yeah, definitely in Euro 2020.
Oh, Luka Jovic in. Jovic is the one who scored that last-minute winner against Slovenia at the Euros. That actually should be an interesting sub.
I definitely didn't think we were going to be 75th minute 0-0.
Yeah, me too. I thought at least one goal by now. Could have been that penalty. Hey, someone even remembered your name. W Jersey, Marco.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Underwhelming match. Yeah, let's
Little
hope we jinx that statement. We've done it before on the streams. Match seems to be boring and then just suddenly out of nowhere heats up. But yeah, so far definitely for all the hype it's gotten, even from me.
Yeah.
It's been boring.
It's certainly not over yet. How did he? Okay.
A last minute winner though would change all the narrative.
Sloppy.
Ooh.
Okay, there's an opportunity here for sure.
Ooh!
Oh,
Close. Zuni. Yeah, he's underrated. Sometimes when I talk about Albanian players, people tell me I'm always forgetting about that guy. Oh, if only got a better touch. Yeah, Serbia playing similar to how they did at the Euros. A bit dull and low-scoring football.
I feel like they should be playing better than they are today.
Of course. And it's unfortunately always the case. Besides against Austria recently and even those victories against Switzerland. Yeah, maybe the fixture in Belgrade will be a bit more unhinged, but still, I think they also might be a bit more prepared and know what they're dealing with this time.
When's that next game?
I'm forgetting. I think it's either September or October. I just forgot which month on the top of my head. I want to say October, though, since this is Serbia's first match. They're going to play other teams first.
Yeah.
Zombie asked if I think it's going to be pens. There's no pens in this. There's no pens in World Cup qualifiers when it's not the playoffs. It will finish in a draw, which would be extremely underwhelming for a fixture like this, but we'll see.
Was that a yellow?
Someone in the chat said yellow card. I didn't see, though. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think 0-0 for either of these teams. Obviously, neither want it, but I think either will be somewhat happy to take that as well. Just because, especially for Serbia, if they're traveling away.
Oh. Oh,
good block, good block.
yep.
But a draw definitely like just keeps everything open for this group. So in short term, it's underwhelming as hell, but in the long term, it just gives everything to play for both these teams. And their other slips in the other matches could be really detrimental. It might be Latvia to be the one, for example, to stop Serbia from getting a playoff spot.
Great defense. Good opportunity there for Serbia.
Definitely. Canada 3-0 Ukraine at halftime is wild. That could be another underdog run in the World Cup, I reckon.
That'd be something exciting to see for sure.
They have a really good squad right now. And they made it to the semifinals in the last Copa America, which no one expected.
Right. I remember that.
It could definitely be a redemption because I know a lot of people had higher hopes for Canada at the World Cup last time, and they overall like were very cool to watch, but obviously some matches were very underwhelming for them. So definitely could be a good redemption story for them. Their manager shouldn't have triggered Kramaric though before the match. He unleashed the true Kramaric hat-trick against Canada. Uh-oh. Slow game. Some injury.
Yeah, a little bit. Going a lot of close opportunities for a few here and there, but otherwise not a whole lot of has been happening. Kind of feels like.
When they're showing the Albanian women supporters in the middle of a match, like there's probably a hint that it's a bit of a dull game.
They know what they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing for sure. Okay, I got a sub.
Ramadani.
Yeah, Canada bottles it even in hockey.
Halftime USA 1-2 Turkey. I'm curious to see how far the USA go in the Gold Cup because obviously they don't have their best squad. But last time they made it pretty far as well. I see a deep run, but maybe not making it to the final.
What do you think for extra time here? Easily could be 7-8 minutes, right? That's what it feels
Maybe
like.
the ref will just want the match.
Just end it. Yeah.
All right, the fans are too much. Let's all go home. Let's get these Serbian players home safe.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh,
good defense.
Oh, too reactionary.
Shanked it. Yeah. That was good defense. Good way to recover there for Serbia.
If Croatia qualify for the World Cup, how far do you think they'll make it? I mean, I'm always going to be hopeful. The fact that Croatia made it to two, past the semifinals or past the semifinals twice in a row, why not again? If I want to be realistic, maybe quarters, but
Yeah, round of 16, probably.
I'm going to go quarters. You're going to
Yeah.
go round of 16?
I mean, again, I want to be optimistic, but
Hey, we beat one of the favorites in the last World Cup, Brazil.
done it the last few World Cups, but it's just the team's getting up there, you know?
I don't know. I know it's Gibraltar, but that not friendly. That could have been a friendly, but that match was definitely gave me some hope that like Croatia's still an electric side. But again, I need to see how they do against Czechia. That's the real test. Someone said he won't beat Ancelotti's Brazil. Well, it's only been one match, but Ancelotti still has to score a goal for Brazil.
Adam says Croatia don't give up. Don't give up. Croatia's gonna win eventually. Yeah, but with this generation aging, it might require a new
There's a new generation coming.
Yeah, it will.
There's a new
Exactly.
generation
It'll be a
coming.
new roll of guys.
We needed like I'm convinced in our back line. The issue though is who we're gonna like replace in the attacking department and maybe even midfield with Modric gone. Still like the engine for our team.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously Baturina's pretty good, but still not that guy yet for me. But I think he's earning a big move soon this summer, leaving Dinamo. So that'll also be a good test for him.
Mm-hmm.
Two likes away from 400, guys. One more time, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Before this stream finishes, we're in the closing minutes now. 6 minutes of added time. I can see it on Sofa Score. Yeah, might just be 0-0.
I think both teams are kind of getting comfortable with 0-0. I'm not seeing a whole lot of urgency on either side. Definitely no urgency from Serbia.
Yeah, I think both will definitely be content with 0-0. Maybe not the fans, but
Yeah. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon here.
I honestly hope we did. Ooh, nothing.
Yep.
Ooh. No, there's no penalties, guys. Not happening. 0-0 it will end.
Yeah, that was definitely a good no call. Keeping it in. Here we go.
Ooh.
Guys, I can't see who that is, but number 11 was very open there.
It said reconnecting though. Reconnection successful, okay. But I see YouTube's frozen. Uh-oh. Okay, it's back live, I think. It disconnected for a second. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Even if they play 2 days, they won't score. Oh, nope. Nope. Not happening. Can't even put a good shot on target.
Really makes that missed penalty feel like a huge opportunity here. Is my mic cutting out?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, this might be wraps. I would like to, again, I hope I jinx myself, but I would like to apologize to you guys for hyping this game up too much, I guess. The match that shouldn't have been allowed to play ended up not being too bad. Just a few objects thrown at some players, which obviously is bad, but to the degree we thought, no crazy drama.
Ultimately, it was a far more professional game, and everyone kept it composed a lot more than I think everyone was really expecting.
Yeah.
People are saying Mike's cutting.
Yeah. Is it still cutting, guys? Let me check.
Somebody say if it's us or just one mic.
Yeah, I think it looks fine, but
Oh,
maybe.
it's delayed.
The stream will probably end soon anyway, unfortunately. It probably has some delay after that disconnect.
Somebody says as long as nobody dies. Hey, at least they had fun, right?
Yeah, at least we saw the game finish in 90 minutes. That was my one wish. It happened. But no mas.
Now let's see if they can do it back in Belgrade later on in the year.
Looks like Austria finished 2-1 Romania, said Gunnaball. Ooh. Yeah, this is wraps for sure. Unless the sofa score changes soon. Just a few more cheeky fouls and it's wraps. Yep, finished.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I'm sure you're a bit disappointed as well. Definitely could have been a lot more on the line, but at the same time, like I said, 0-0 for both these sides could end up meaning that there's more to play for in each of their next World Cup qualifier games. Let me know in the chat before we wrap up, who do you guys think will end up getting the playoff spot? Serbia or Albania? I had my prediction initially as Serbia. I'm going to stick with them. I think they won't slip maybe as much as Albania, and they might be able to get that win in Belgrade if the match continues to be played, obviously. Yeah, that girl covering her face. Yeah, it's
I don't know. Albania might have a chance here. They've been looking pretty good, so. But ultimately, Serbia probably has the best chance to drag it out.
All right, chat's saying the sound keeps cutting out, so let's just take a quick look at all the games that happen, and we're out. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Can we see? Can we see? It's annoying that it has to be like this. Okay, yeah, nothing. Honestly, overall, this has been a pretty underwhelming match day for football in terms of scoreline-wise. England, Andorra 1-0. Bosnia, San Marino 1-0. Malta, Lithuania, no goals like this match. Albania, Serbia. Austria get a decent win against Romania. I think I predicted that scoreline, but I could be wrong. Maybe I said a draw. I forgot now. And Finland, Netherlands 2-0. No surprises there. Yeah, I think most of the drama happened yesterday with Norway, Italy, Croatia, Gibraltar 7-0. Macedonia drawing with Belgium with goals there. So yeah, it's a bit underwhelming of a result, of course, but we'll see what happens in Belgrade. Maybe I'll stream that one. We'll see how it unfolds. Maybe I'll try to get tickets again. I don't know. But I was unsuccessful this time, and honestly, I'm kind of happy I was. It wouldn't have been the most hectic vlog, I guess, but it's all good. At least it finished in 90 minutes, like I said.
A lot of people happy in Latvia today.
Oh, yeah, it means more for Latvian football as well. Yeah, I keep getting notifications that the sound's delayed. I'm sorry, guys. It's probably because of that disconnect. So I'm going to end the stream here. Shout out to Marco for joining us today. And best of luck to both these countries in the future. Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream. We got a lot of views in this one. So thank you all so much for the support as always. And I'll see you all soon. A lot of videos are coming out on the channel since it's international break. So make sure you stay tuned for all of it along with the Club World Cup predictions. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Thank you again. Sorry if this stream was not the most exciting, but I guess you got to blame the match as well. Anyway, take care. Laku noć.